Live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello everyone, this is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. As always, we appreciate you joining us. We are live streaming here from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, as we do every weekday, and we cover a wide range of topics. And sometimes we get out of the studio. We get to go out and take a look or take a visit to different places. And that is what this segment's going to be all about. It's going to visit the Pendleton Woolen Mill in Washougal, Washington. Now, of course, I'm sure everybody watching this is familiar with Pendleton, whether it's their blankets, whether it's their sweaters, their shirts, their socks, all the different things that they make. And they have been doing that since, I believe it's 1863. Right here in the Northwest, founded, of course, in Pendleton, and the mill in Washougal has been there for over 100 years itself. And what we wanted to do was see how these products are made, how the fabric is made that goes into all of those different things that I just mentioned, because what is it that makes it so special and so iconic here from the Northwest? And so we went out to the mill in Washougal and we got a tour. You're going to see Freddy Pina, who's the VP of Manufacturing here in this video, and really walking through that process and understanding how it happens, which to me is very interesting, and seeing what they do to make it. And again, understanding that sense of community that they have there at Pendleton and beyond that here in the Northwest, and one of the few manufacturing facilities like this really in the U.S. or let alone here on the West Coast. So we're going to play this for you. This is a trip out there. Again, this is the mill in Washougal, and let's watch along. Freddie, thank you for having us out here. I mean, number one, Pendleton, just kind of synonymous with Northwest, when it comes to what you've been making for so many years, when it comes to all of the stuff that Pendleton does. And that's why it's really exciting to be out here at this facility. And we're here in Washougal, Washington, and Pendleton has been here for a very long time, right?
Yeah, way over 100 years.
Over 100 years.
Yes, sir.
In this same building. I mean, some expansions, it sounds like, over time, but essentially this same spot.
Yeah, we started in Pendleton, Oregon, but, we expanded to different locations. But, this location has been here for a long time also.
A long time. And how long have you been with Pendleton?
Not
100 years.
Yeah, not 100 years. Close to it. It's about a year and 2 months. Actually.
Year and 2 months.
Yes.
Okay, so you've been, here and now part of the history of Pendleton as well. And
I am part of Pendleton.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, and what I wanted to find out is, we're here at the facility, how this all gets made. Everybody's familiar with the Pendleton blankets and sweaters and the products that come out. But the beginning part, that's what we're looking at right now. And we're surrounded right now by bales of wool. Is that what we have here?
Yes, sir. We got wool from many countries, Australia, Uruguay, New Zealand.
Wow.
Tasmanian. They all come here to our house, and we receive it, we quality check it, and we bring it to this operation here, where we do the blending, we do the dye, we do the mixing, and we go all the way through cutting, making the yarn, going into weaving, going into finishing, and going into the blanket operation.
That's a lot.
The complete package.
That's the complete package right there, and I want to go through all of that too. But just to go back to this, you said there's wool from all over the world.
Yes,
it shows up
different
here.
parts of the world that we source.
Wow, and so
Yes.
you have people that go out and be like, and check this out, and they're like, okay, this is good wool from Tasmania.
We have pretty good partners out there. They've been with us for a long time, and they're reliable, they're consistent, and they're behind the quality of Pendleton. So,
one of the things I noticed, when the wool comes in, obviously it's wool, it's soft, falls apart pretty easily, and then you're taking these bales. You mentioned you're dyeing them as well, is that right?
Yeah, once we're receiving here, we quality check them to make sure it's the right stuff that's coming from our Columbia warehouse in Oregon. And then we dye it here in our dye house. And then with that, we can blend it into our mixing operation. And this is what you see here. This bales over here and back here, this is dye.
These are dyed black right here?
Dyed black. It comes white or color white. And it goes through our blending operation. And then we get them into other operations as we go along.
And when you're saying blending, you're taking it to get different colors blended together?
Correct.
So
we have a recipe that goes with it. So much of this, so much of that will give us the right color that we're looking for.
Okay, so that's how that happens. So,
yes, sir.
And once you have that, then you have these other bales with the colors blended together.
Correct.
And then you take it from there to where?
To the cutting operation.
Okay.
From there, we make the end product of the cutting operation is the sliber or the roving that goes into our spinning operation.
Okay, so when you have it, it's falling apart here a little bit.
Yeah, it's like
and one of the demonstrations I was seeing was that it's kind of like rolling like Play-Doh. Like it falls
Yes.
apart, but when you roll it together, it's a lot
It's
stronger.
like spaghettis, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, like
pretty much
spaghettis.
Because, yes.
So you have wool spaghettis, and then you take those, and then you go from there, and that's how you start making. Well, I guess what does happen from there?
The
What happens
yarn,
after you get
right.
from the wool spaghettis? Then what happens next?
We go to the spinning operation where we spin at a high speeds.
Uh-huh.
In order to make that stronger, we do we do the wrapping around it.
Okay.
If I can say in a simple way.
Yeah.
To make it strong. So we make the yarn, and we have specification what type of yarn we're looking for, the tensile strength,
Uh-huh.
the weight of the yarn that will go into the blanket later.
Okay.
Okay, but
So-
that's we come out of the spinning operation, and then from there we go to the coning operation. We make a cone. It varies anywhere between 2.8 to 3.5 pounds per cone, and that's the final product that we can bring to the weaving operation from there.
And then getting into the actual, the weaving.
Correct.
operation.
And then you weave it, and then you get the blanket or the pieces together.
Yeah.
That gets moved into the finishing operation for treatment.
So many operations.
Washing. Oh, it's intricate and it's very
Yeah.
extensive.
And you're overseeing all this.
Yeah, my team is overseeing
team
it
is-
with me. I'm just
yeah.
with them too. So
Yeah.
it's a whole team together on this.
One of the things I notice is, we're in this, I guess, the beginning stage right here in the facility where the wool's coming in and you're dyeing it and all that. But it's really humid in one of those sections in there.
Well,
it feels like a sauna. So what is the reason
It's
behind
extremely important, especially in the we'll have high-speed automated machines from
Uh-huh.
Italy that we have in here, and they require certain humidity control in order to operate. Otherwise, they
Really?
will not run. And we keep it around 70% humidity. Like you went through the spinning operation,
Yeah.
and you see the cutting operation. We must be in the right, controls.
that? And there's
of
specific
humidity.
things that are helping to keep that humid. I noticed the
The
things kind of coming down from
HVA
the
system that
Yeah.
we have that will, the misting operation that,
Yeah.
that will spread the humidity around and keep it level.
Right. So if you ever want to feel like you're, in the
Yeah,
South, you can
like
just go.
you're in the Caribbean,
Yeah,
then,
yeah. It's basically like that.
Yes.
It's a little bit louder, but
Yes.
otherwise. Well, what do you think is one of the biggest things that people may not understand about Pendleton here in the facility here in Washougal?
Well, one of the major comments, or the number one comment from people that come through tours in here is that they find to be amazing what it takes to make a blanket.
Yeah.
They had no idea. I think the value of the company or the value of the products get enhanced when they realize how intricate and how sophisticated it is
Yeah.
to make it. I mean, it's amazing from the wool to a complete beautiful blanket.
Yeah.
It's like mind-boggling.
It is. Well, I mean, it's mind-boggling to me just seeing all of this in here.
Yes.
I mean, and talking about, starting in Pendleton, Oregon, and obviously world famous. No matter where you go, somebody probably knows what Pendleton
Yeah,
is.
that is true.
And what is it about Pendleton, about the blankets, about the products that you make that makes them so special and unique compared to, other manufacturers out there?
Quality,
Quality.
design, but it's been around for companies 150 years.
Yeah.
And it's known everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Asia, Europe, Latin America, everywhere. Everybody knows Pendleton.
Yeah.
It's a brand that will last that long and will last another 100, 200, 300, 500 years more.
Yeah. And all here from the Northwest.
It's been here for a long time.
Yeah.
And it will stay for a long time here.
It's a long time. And
This is the core. This is the heart of Pendleton.
Yeah.
This is the DNA.
while talking about that DNA, what is it about the community surrounding Pendleton, surrounding, what you're doing here that makes such a difference for
Well,
for the product?
all these people that work in here is our community. These are our people. They work here, they live here, and they're part of the communities also.
Yeah.
And Pendleton is part of the community also. So
How does it feel for you when you go out, other places, or if you're traveling and you see Pendleton out there?
very special.
Yeah.
Very special. I mean, they treat you nice because not because it's Pendleton, it's because what we do here for the
Yeah.
community also. We have all these workers, and they really like it here.
Yeah.
I mean, they like to be here.
Yeah. Why is that?
We just stay in business all the time, and we
Yeah.
treat people well, and they like making. They see it goes from here to that final product, and
Yeah.
that's an honor.
Yeah.
They feel like, hey, I made that.
I made that.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody's here, and again, going back to that community aspect. Well, talking about the final products, how many different products do you make here?
We're pretty much making here blankets.
Okay.
Rope throats, blankets, shirting material that we make our shirts, our apparels. We make the fabric here, and it is shipped to other places that make the garments for us.
Gotcha.
But we make the basic material out of here.
Basic material here.
Yes.
So again, going from this wool that comes in
Correct.
from all over the world,
Correct.
dyed, runs through the process, and then you end up with some of the blankets or the materials that are sent somewhere else
And those are
to
the
make
first
the shirt.
quality shirts that you see in our stores and everybody wearing them.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having us out here to take a look at this process and check all of this out.
Oh, our pleasure.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so again, really appreciate the folks at Pendleton and Freddy for giving us that tour around there, and Armstrong for editing and shooting that as well. And thank you to everybody for joining us. These are the kinds of things that we get to do here with this show, a little longer form segment, taking a deeper dive into something that, we're all familiar with, and that's, as I mentioned there, very iconic Northwest product and company with a huge community. One thing just to reiterate too, Freddie was talking about how there's multiple generations of people that work there. That have stuck with that. So I always love those kinds of stories. If you have an idea for something that you think would make a great segment here for Fox 12 Now, feel free to send me an email. That's Fox 12 Now, Fox12Now at kptv.com. And let us know what that is. We'll see if we can do something. And if not, either way, I just love hearing from people. So please feel free to send that email in. But that's it for right now. Again, this is Fox 12 Now, in case I haven't mentioned that enough. We are live streaming here from the newsroom as we do every weekday, and we have lots of segments, lots of coverage for you every weekday between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. And if ever there's breaking news during those times, this is also a great place to go for that. But we'll take a break for right now. I'll talk to you soon. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.